Hey! Look, it's not a Saturday. It's a weekday. And I'm actually doing a talk show type thingy. For some reason, my camera is zoomed in way too much. You don't need this much of me. You really don't. But I'll leave it for right now. From the home office, literally the home office, today, from the beautiful Robert Moses Beach. That's the Robert Moses Causeway. There. That's beautiful. Well, I think the nicest drive on Long Island, going over that bridge. One of the only nice things left about Long Island. We will get to that soon. Yeah, so I had to take off today because I had to do some house repairs. The roof got the leak. And, yeah, it brought down some of my bathroom ceiling, so I had to repair that in a house that is not mine. But, yeah, so I figured, you know what, I got some time today, a lot of things on the brain, my brain full of fuck. So I figured I'd like to come on to a show. I haven't done one in a while. And just got done watching the great Anthony Cumia do his show over at Censor.tv. I hope you all tuned in for that. Because of that, I'm not even going to touch the whole NBA FBI investigation thing. He nailed it. No need. But we are going to hit a little bit of the New York City mayoral race. Just my comments and thoughts on it. But I want to kind of fill you guys in on what has been going on here lately. What I'm feeling, kind of a little bit of a rant. And we will take some calls a little bit later. Got a couple YouTube things to go over that I had found that had just been sitting in the queue for, I don't know, when's the last time I did a show? It's been weeks, hasn't it? I mean, to be honest, I love doing this. I wish I could do this for a living. It would be great. But I'm not that lucky. So, yeah. I have to have a job. I have to have 2 jobs. We'll get there. So, where are we going to start out? Well, the title of this show was Living in New York. And I want to tell people what my angst has been and how hard it's been to get out of New York State. I've been trying now, I say for a solid 4 years, maybe 5 years. And the number one problem is finding a good paying job somewhere outside of this area. That's one of the benefits of this area. There's employment here, a good fair amount of employment here. And it's pretty good paying because it has to be, because the cost of living in this area, and again, I am on the island of Long, is very, very high. One of the most expensive places in the country to live. Now, I was born here. I have family here. I have friends here. I've had a job, my main job, my 9-to-5er. I've been there for almost 22 years. I have a side company I've had for 30 plus years. You know, just fixing computers, helping people with their businesses, whatever. And it's because of that I have given my family the ability to stay above water here. Now, it is impossible to save money in this area unless you have multiple incomes in your house and you know, you're living in a rent stabilized place. When Superstorm Sandy hit Long Island, it drove the real estate batshit. All the rentals dried up, rents went through the roof. I am very, very lucky, if you can call it that we've been in this summer bungalow for, I think, 17 years I've been living here. I had a lease for 1 year. Marine's barking. Like Anthony said, I can't say the word outside if he's in here because he will bolt for the door. So it's I work, you know, my wife, she's I've always believed in the whole, the man brings home the bacon, It's the responsibility is on me. Her job was to take care of the kids, and yeah, I have 2 kids, and our kids are older now. They both work. I don't really ask them to contribute much because, again, I'm keeping us well above float here. But the hard part about this area is that there's no future here. There's no light at the end of this tunnel. And I've talked about this on Twitter somewhat. We do not own a home. We are not any closer to owning a home now than I was 20 years ago. And honestly, the thing that scares me the most is that even if you told me you would give me a house here on Long Island for free, I wouldn't want it. That made my mind up, that I know that it's more about my kids. They don't have a future here. No matter what they do, they're never going to be able to afford it here. Now, my daughter can get married and marry somebody with money, and that's one way. But my son, he doesn't have the means to make it here and buy a house and start a family and stuff like that. It's just not happening in this area. Now, I don't live in a crime-riddled area. I'm not in New York City. We'll cross that bridge shortly. But, Long Island, for as nice as it was, and it was suburbia, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, people moving out here who worked in the city would commute. The city is pushing outward. It always does. Just like all the people that are leaving New York and moving down south and moving out west, give it 20 years and those places out there are going to be what New York City is today. So it's very disheartening to know that you're living someplace that it's impossible to leave because you have responsibility. And you try and you try and you try. All I get is rejection emails all over the place. I just turned 50. Thank you. A week or 2 ago. And the job market to me is a lie. It has been a lie for some time. And I've read about these possible ghost jobs that companies are putting out there just to make it look like they're trying to be part of the DEI initiative or to get their numbers up or what have you. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. But recently I applied for a position that was actually perfect. I finally had hope that said, wow, in this particular area, which is a very, very low population area, they're looking for somebody to do exactly what I do. I know the area well. We visit the area at least once a year. And I was like, ooh, this could be a golden opportunity. Unfortunately, the day that I actually was like, ooh, today feels kind of good. I think it was Monday, actually. I was like, ooh, maybe I'll hear something from today. Boom, rejection. Straight email. Sorry, we're going in a different route. We have found somebody, or, we're going to blah, 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 blah. And I went out of my way for this one. Contacted the hiring manager on LinkedIn, cover letter, whole thing. Nothing. That one really hurt. The areas that I'm looking in, I'll go as far as Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, mostly North Carolina because I have ties there. Virginia, Pennsylvania, just out of New York. Somewhere where I could look at a home and say one day, maybe I can afford one. Because isn't that the point? You're a father, you're a husband. The point is you get the house, you have the pets. God knows I got the pets. You get the little white fence and you do your thing. Not happening here. It's just not happening here. And yes, I have family here. I have many friends here. And it'd be a hard thing to up and change your life. And some days I don't feel as bad. Some days I try to be as positive as I can. But more and more lately, reality sits in. And you look back and you say, well, what are we going to do? We can't be here forever. This place that I'm living in is falling apart around me. And eventually something's going to happen. And I'm going to be put in a position where I'm going to be in a desperate place and I don't know what to do. And that's scary. Not having some kind of foundation. So I want to give you a little bit of an estimation here. Let's go. Hang on, I need to see. I got to turn this off, this off, this off, this off. I haven't done this in so long. I honestly forget. Oh, there it is. That with that. Okay, let's go here. Ooh, I love that. All right. Oh, now I'm small. How you doing? So this is the real estate market in the town that I live in right now. Look at some of the prices. Let's take this house here. This house is 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,588 square feet on an 8,000 square foot lot. Now, most of the lots here, the plot of lands here on Long Island that you're going to buy are 75 by 75 feet, 100 by 100, 150 by 150. You got a mansion on it. So let's just look at this one. This is what $619,000 buys you on Long Island. So it's a split level ranch. I think that's what they call that. Just flip to the pictures. Ooh, nice hardwood floors. Oh, this is right on the water, which would disqualify it with me immediately. That right there means when it rains, your shit is flooded. Why people would buy a home right on the water in this area, or really any area, I don't understand. But we'll pretend it doesn't exist. I don't even know if this house is raised. So, okay, got it nice. It looks like a little laundry room and a basement. That's one thing you won't find in other states is houses with basements, because we're well above the water line here, or some, considering we're on an island. Oh, add. Oh, get optimal. Is that's the only pictures? Okay, so that's basically it. That's what $619,000 is getting you. You don't even have a backyard. You got water behind it. Hey, what are you gonna do? 600. You know what a monthly mortgage is on this house? With the let's see if we see the taxes. Ooh, the taxes. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little. Let's see, single family, blah 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 blah. Let's see, monthly payment, property history. I think it's under property history. No, where is it? So the monthly payments. It's here somewhere. They have the tax history. 4 bedrooms, 8 two-room rooms. Jesus, and it's even electric. Electric oven. There's natural gas in this area, and it's electric. Oh man, it's even worse. Where is the tax assessment on this house? Well, let's average it and say, because I don't know where it is on here for some reason. The average home here on Long Island right now, I'd say $12,000 a year in homeowners taxes to the state. Kathy Hochul. Granted, it's not her fault per se. It's been like that for years. And they will never go down. Ever. Forever. So, yeah. So you're looking at $619,000. That mortgage on that house, if you're talking about a 30-year FHA, I guarantee you they're going to be around $5,000 a month, $5,500, somewhere in there. Who the fuck is affording that? Granted, I'm coming at this as I'm the average Joe here on Long Island. Again, got a job, 20 years, got a wife, got kids, check all the boxes. I am not, my wife doesn't work for Goldman Sachs and is bringing in $210K a year. No, we're like the 70s family trying to make it work today. And there are a lot of people that are in my same situation here on the island, around New York State, or the tri-state area, New Jersey, Connecticut, what have you. And they're in the same problem where their children are not going to be able to get out of their house and start a life of their own. Look, my kids can live with me until I'm an old man. I don't care. I love my kids. My babas. But, everybody wants to see their kids start their own life and their own families and grow and live in a place where you feel It's not so pressured all the time. And that's a problem here. And, there are some people that are going to just say, well, you got to just up and leave. That's what I've heard for years. Just up and leave. Can't do that without a job. We don't have a lot of savings. I've saved some. No, we're saving to get a house. You got to put down that old 3%. But when you have responsibility and you do things the right way, it's got to be done on a plan. I'm trying to find a place where they will it would be great if they offer relocation. If not, tell them, look, I'm going to need a little bit of time to relocate down there. Now, again, I have some ins down there. I have family and friends. We even have a place that we could shack up for a little while. I got storage. I wouldn't even take hardly much from this, although taking all the crap in this office. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that day. Well, I am and I'm not. So this is what $600,000 gets you here. Let's take a look at where I'm looking at. Let's look at, let's see. Let's see, 320. Look at 320 here, 225. Look at this, $425,000. This is what the average household cost on Long Island about 10 years ago. Look at this place. First of all, the wraparound porch. Beautiful. Look at it. Look at that southern style. Look at the land. Look at the front lawn. The Giants could hold practice on my front lawn. And that is also a major key here. Anywhere outside of the state, whether it's PA, go up north, Vermont, New Hampshire, go down south, Virginia, wherever, you're going to get value for your money in land. Not here. If you get an acre on Long Island, you have to be a millionaire. That's basically it. Like California, same thing. New York and California just mimic each other. So look at this, beautiful. Nice leather. Cats couldn't be there with the leather furniture. They would rip the shit out of it. But beautiful place. Look at this. That's a home. That's a dream right there. I would love to be able to come home, pull up in the driveway, go into that as that's my house. I don't like that wall. I can knock that wall down. I don't like that room being green. I could make it blue. Nice kitchen. Now this, by the way, if you notice, I don't know if you can see my mouse on the screen. I don't think it works. This house, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,900 square feet, which I'd like something over 2,000, 2,500 maybe, because I got a lot of stuff. It's on 2.23 acres of land. That's nice. That's privacy. You can have a party. It's breathing space. Your neighbor's not up your ass. Right now, so to my left, the wall is about 5 feet. If I go outside that wall, to my neighbor's house is about another 20 feet. So about 25 feet outside of that window, or to my left, is my neighbor's house. This way, let's see, you got to go through the kitchen. This one's about, I'll say maybe 120 feet, maybe, to my neighbor over there. Everything here is congested. Everything. So I have a list. I was actually writing a list, like yellow pad, man. The pros and cons of Long Island, of living here. Let's go through some of these, shall we? Because they're just on my brain. So maybe you people could understand a little bit more why I have such angst. Love it. Drink. Iced tea. Not Long Island iced tea. How dare it. Oh, that's good. That's cold. So some of the pros. Money and employment. We crossed that a minute ago. Yes, you're living in this area. The money is here. You know, you're going to find jobs that pay upwards of 100, 200, 300K, you know, with your background, education, whatever. And like I said, employment, there's a lot of it here on Long Island. There are many industrial parks. A lot of companies, especially after 9/11, moved out east, moved to the outer circles of Long Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, and you could commute. Now, commuting is a nightmare. My best friend commutes to New York City every day. Don't know how he does it. Getting on the Long Island Railroad, mind-numbing. I drive everywhere. I have a 2021 car. It just is about to top 110,000 miles on it since 2021. I drive everywhere. And I love it. That brings me to one of the cons. Traffic. The traffic in this area, I believe it's unparalleled. But I've never been to LA, so I don't know. But if we bring up the current traffic map, look at that malarkey. That's right now. Oh. So the path that I would usually take home is one of the green lines here in the bottom. That's fairly green. But look at the Southern State Parkway. Oh, that sucker's red. And forget about it. If you had to actually go into the city, I don't know how. This is every day. It takes me to go from Limbrook to where I am. Night on the way home. About an hour and 15 minutes. Roundabouts. Sometimes a little less, depending on the way I go. So every day I'm sitting in that traffic. And what I've learned as I've gotten older, it saps you of your energy. It makes you so tired. Now, granted, I get to listen to Anthony's show on the way home. I get to listen to my friend Evan's show on the way home, which makes things a little nicer, you know. That's when I used to call Anthony's show a lot because I was in the car and I wasn't doing anything else. But it really now, the worst now is the clocks are going to change soon. November 2nd, I think, we turn the clocks up, back, left, right, up, down. All I know is when I come out of work, it's pitch black. So you don't want to do anything. You just want to go home. That's mind-numbing. So traffic. Yeah. A pro of Long Island. If you want Thai food at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can find it on Long Island. It's kind of New York City-ish like that, where things really never stop out here. They slow down somewhat, because it is, again, supposed to be suburbia. But the other day, we were coming home from someplace, and it was about 10 o'clock at night, and I want a slice of pizza. Now, Taco Bell used to have the Pizza Hut built into it, which was great, because you just get those breadsticks. Oh, those breadsticks. But we were going through a town, Farmingdale, and I found a pizzeria, a Geno's, that was open, not Bisconti, that was open till midnight. And I was like, oh, 11 p.m. pizza. That's very good. You can find almost anything on Long Island at almost any time. Almost. Whereas I go down south, and just take the day of Sunday, for example, everything's closed on a Sunday. You can't you're looking to get gas on a Sunday down there. You need milk, you better get it Saturday. It's funny like that. A con. Taxes. Taxes. And this is a statewide thing. It's not only Long Island. But again, taxes are something, obviously they're needed to upkeep things around Long Island. At least one would think. But both counties, Nassau and Suffolk, I'm in Suffolk, which is the east end of Long Island, they're always broke. How the fuck can they be broke when you've got millions of people paying taxes? It's just like the whole bridge and tunnel thing in New York City. How many cars a day go over the George Washington Bridge and collect tolls, but they claim that the MTA is broke and the Long Island Railroad's got to jack rates for everybody? Something doesn't make sense here. And why isn't anybody really investigating this? Where is all that tax money going? I drive over more potholes than there are on the surface of the fucking moon. Yet, all this tax money goes for beautification and road fixing, and I don't know how many lights I see are out when I'm driving to work in the morning, that the red light is out, but the green one works. It makes no sense. It makes no damn sense. Now, You go down south, and North Carolina, where I've been looking, there is no property tax. There is a thing called road tax, which is a couple $100 a year, if that. It's not, if you're owning a home here on Long Island, 12, 15, 17,000 more. I don't even know, I can guess, what Anthony was paying in taxes on the house he had in Roslyn. Won't even go there. It'll make me cry. So, again, when has anybody ever heard the governor of your state say this? Well, we've done a reassessment, and I'd like to announce a good thing for the people of New York State. We are dropping property taxes 35%. Do you honestly think you're ever in your waking life going to hear that? Go on any real estate website, pull up any house on the island, look at its tax assessment starting from whenever they first had it, going through today. It is an upward scale, baby, that is just, it's like Bitcoin. Never going to go down. So eventually you would think that some kind of mass happening is going to happen, critical mass. It's got to reach a point, if it keeps going up, where people just can't afford it anymore. I can't. Now, some people are able, they have the means, they've got to work and bust their ass and forget about retirement just to keep their house here. And then, there are people that'll say, oh, well, there's a star exemption that lowers your taxes by X amount of percent, but yeah, that's going away. They are slowly taking that star exemption out. I don't even think it exists anymore in its current way. But you've got to pay school taxes. You don't even have kids, you're paying school taxes. Hey, look, teachers got to get paid from someplace, right? I don't know. I don't understand how it works. All I know is it is never going down. So let's say I did get a house here. Somehow. My taxes are $12,500 a year. Give it 5 years. That'll probably be 15, 16. God forbid you do an addition to your house. Holy shit, you put in a pool. 21, 25. Just sell it and move. You can't afford it. And there are a lot of foreclosures here on Long Island because of that. It makes me wonder, if you remember the movie The Big Short, if there is a housing bubble, again, that the real estate market is just going to crash again, because it's gotten to the point where people can't buy homes. We just can't. We're hardworking individuals. We do things right. But that dream of home ownership is so far away. It's like you keep running after it, but it's running twice as fast as you. So you keep grabbing at it, but it's getting further and further away. What do? Rent for the rest of your life? Blow all that money away, which is what I've done. Now you see why I get moody. Positives. Jesus, I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, yeah, pizzerias. There are so many good pizzerias on Long Island and New Jersey and Connecticut. It's the pizza king place of the country. Mom and pop own pizzerias. We don't do the little Domino's and Little Caesars thing. No. Pizzerias. That's a thumbs up. Cons. People. All the fucking people. There are so many assholes that live on Long Island. Oh my God, it's an island full of assholes. And everybody has the right to be an asshole. Let's be honest. I'm an asshole all the time. I freely admit it. But driving a car, the sheer amount of road rage that happens around the island is very scary. I get scared when my wife is driving her car. She tells me all the time about this guy cut her off, this guy fingered this, screaming that. So much so, I had to put a 360-degree camera in her car. Why should I have to do that? Because I want to make sure if some idiot does something heinous, God forbid, we have his ass on camera and he can get prosecuted. Like it would actually happen anyway. But, we should not have to live this way in a really nice area of the country. I'm not in South Central LA. I'm not in Watts. I'm not in Compton. I'm not in the outskirts of Atlantic City or the DC. You know, I'm not a bad neighborhood. It's a nice area. But you just don't really feel safe here anymore. The way things are heading. This whole area is becoming like a dystopian nightmare. Slowly, but it is. Pros, schools. The schools in this area are very good. My kids, thankfully, had a very, very good schooling experience here in the town that we're in. They got all the way through high school. They were both honor students. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, the schools in this area are pretty good, I gotta say. There are some, really bad ones. Hempstead is always having problems. I think they got taken over by the state. But for the most part, there are a lot of private schools. There are a lot of religious schools if you're going to go that route. But the public school system here is very good. Better when you consider the sheer amount of kids that get pushed through the system here is honestly pretty damn good. I will give them that. Pros. The pros and cons. Shopping malls. You know what gets built here on Long Island? Fucking shopping malls. You know what are completely desolate, barren wastelands now? Shopping malls. There was a mall here in Massapequa. The mall has been there for, 40 years or so. These malls were built back in the 70s or late 60s when everybody went shopping at Sears and J.C. Penney's and Stearns and Gertz and all these stores. The mall now is completely empty. And it has been now for a couple of years. It's a big mall. Do you know what they use it for? So there's a Macy's attached to the mall. That's still open. At least it was last time I was there. And they have like Macy's Backstage where you can go in there and get like stuff on discount. Good store. So when you go to the edge of the store that's open to the mall and you look into it, of all these empty stores and empty kiosks and everything, you can't go into it anymore. They now take the, how should I put this? Mentally challenged. And they basically release them into the mall and they use it as a track. They just walk around the mall like a racetrack. Over and over and over. Because they got nowhere else to go, I guess. They come on some buses, let them out. Dun, dun. There they go. I have seen this firsthand. And I stood there and I was like, Now, granted, at least they're using the space, sure. Still got lights, it's still got heat, it's got AC in the summertime. Don't know who's paying for it. I guess the owner of the mall. But yeah, that's what malls are now. So you have all these malls on Long Island, all these gigantic buildings now, former Kmarts or whatever, that are now abandoned. I love urban exploring, by the way. It's a fascinating thing on YouTube to watch. But it just shows you how things here have changed. And that change was inevitable. Like Amazon, Walmart, they put everything out. That's the reason why the malls are closed. And we know that. But the problem is these gigantic lands, they can't repurpose them for anything. That particular mall in Massapequa, they want to knock it down and they wanted to put up housing there, commuter housing, because it's right next to the train tracks. Well, just like everything else here on Long Island, we can't redistrict this because it's zoned for that and it would cause this, and we got to run environmental this and that and reports and this. It's going to cause the sun to explode and all that. That's what happens here on Long Island. Red tape everywhere. Things here don't happen for the good of the people. And they haven't probably since the 70s, when Long Island was being built up as that suburbia, as that way to get out of the concrete jungle of New York City and have something with a little patch of grass where your kids can grow up. And that's the way it was. Now it's trash. There are so many just broken down pieces of crap here on Long Island. And it's not going to change anytime soon, because what they do is then they take these places and they turn them into what they call low income housing or whatever. Let me tell you something. Bought my parents' house right on Sunrise Highway, which is a main thoroughfare that goes through the entire island, basically from west to east. Almost. They built an apartment complex right on the corner of the busiest street in this town. Right across the street from a McDonald's, right across the street from the Long Island Railroad. It's like a block and a half down. Amazing commuter opportunity. A studio apartment. Studio. Talking one room. Starts at like $3,600 a month. I'm going to let you sit on that for a minute. $3,600 a month for a studio apartment. Yeah. And this is supposed to be helping people who are trying to live here or trying to build a life here, maybe getting their first apartment out of their house, out of their parents' house. $3,600 a month. That, by the way, is almost twice as much as the rent I pay in my house here. Almost. Can you fathom that? Yeah. Pros. The number of sports teams in this area. Granted, if you're a sports fan like me, you got baseball, basketball, football, hockey, lacrosse, pickleball. You got everything here. Mets, Yankees, Knicks, Nets, Giants, Jets, Islanders, Rangers. Only problem? They all suck! Well, the Knicks are good. The Isles are 3-3. I think they play tonight. But, and yes, the Yankees are consistently good. And the Mets are doing better. But, yeah. That's also a negative. So everything here that's got a positive has got a negative. The last one I'll say, the pros of this area, the beaches and the change of seasons is a pro. If you like the beach, I had it behind me a minute ago. It's a wonderful place. The beaches here are really, really nice. The water sucks. You can't go into the water more than about 8 inches and you can't see your feet anymore because it's like damn algae, which is why I hate going to the beach and I don't do it. I'd rather go to a pool. But in the change of seasons, I like the wintertime. I love the fall, the change of colors. It's beautiful. It's refreshing. The whole Northeast is like that. Especially if you go up even higher, you go up to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. The falls are beautiful. Upstate New York. Drive through the valleys of upstate New York when the leaves are changing colors. It's breathtakingly beautiful. The orange, the brown, the orange, the yellow, the orange. It's really, really nice. I do enjoy that. But at the same respect, even through all those seasons, the quality of life here. It's just not enjoyable. Unless you got yourself a higher education and you're making buku bucks. The stress level here, everybody has stress here. And you could see it on everybody. People walk around with a scowl. They're not happy. They're miserable with their job. They're miserable paying bills. Look, who's happy paying bills? I understand. But that's the way people are. I try to be, honestly, I do, people. I do. I try to be as happy as I possibly can. When I go to work, when I see my clients, when I wake up in the morning, I got to smile. Because I try to uplift other people, which I think everybody should do. I know it's hard. And I know it's a lot of talk. But you got to try to uplift people. Make other people happier, better. Just smiling, talking to them. I try to do that. And then, when I go off by myself and then I'm fucking miserable. But no, it's not that I'm playing people, but that's That's what it is. So let's take a little bit of a shift here, and let's just talk about another thing that's kind of affecting the area. Let me pop this up here. Whoa. That New York City mayor's race. Yeah. What race? This race is over. Now, honestly, I'm going to say this straight. If you want real, good facts and thought on this, listen to what Anthony says. Listen to what Sid Rosenberg says on WABC. These two know a lot about all three people going in this. I don't pay too much attention to this because, again, I'm on Long Island. I don't really have involvement that much in New York City. Thank God. Haven't been there in months. But this is going to affect the entire tri-state area. Mondami is going to be mayor. The socialist communist with his free this, free healthcare, free buses, free everything. Tax the rich, tax the top 2%, whatever it is, raise their taxes. This is going to affect like a blanket the entire tri-state area. Companies are going to want to get out, going to want to go to Jersey, going to want to go to PA, going to want to go somewhere else. I don't let my kids go to New York City. I never have. At least since they've been old enough. Since they're 18, 19 years old. New York City is not a safe place. The last time I went there for any kind of pleasure trip, Anthony still had his studio. So we're talking, what has it been? 2 years? 3 years? I don't even know. That's the last time I went down there for outside of going to Madison Square Garden for the bull riding that I take them to, which thankfully the railroad goes straight into Madison Square Garden. I don't have to get out into the city. You just go right up to your seat. So the last time I went there and I got out of the train at Penn Station, again, this is 2 years ago. And I walk up from Penn Station to 34th Street, and Anthony was completely right. Your head has to be on a swivel. 360 degrees, revolving around, looking at everybody around you, because you literally don't know if you're going to walk and get cold clocked by somebody. I'm serious. I have told my friends, I have friends in Ireland, in England, who want to come to New York to visit it. I said, don't come. Now's not the time. The city is not safe. I can't ensure your safety. It's that dangerous. It's not a joke. I'm not making it up. I walked the block in between 34th and 35th Avenue or Street, whatever it is. It's Avenue, I think. To get to Anthony's studio that time. And underneath the scaffolding, with some reason, buildings are always being worked on over there. There was probably 30 to 40 drugged out people sleeping on the sidewalk, needles everywhere. You want to take your kids to that? You feel safe walking down that sidewalk, not knowing if one of these Joes are going to pop up and just lose their shit right in front of you? And you think Mamdani is going to do anything about this? He wants to release more of this, which brings me to a point that I've said a lot. I don't care what political party you are. I don't care you're Democrat. I don't care you're Republican. I don't care you're Green Party, Tea Party. I don't care if you're Jimmy McMillan and the rent is too damn high party. Remember that guy? You live here in the same areas that we all in this area live. How could you go down to the city, look around, and realize that the decisions that you're making are causing this to happen? You know, I know that the people in charge, the mayor, the governor, whoever, they're not affected by what's going on in the city because nothing has personally ever happened to them or somebody that they know, or God forbid, a member of their family has had to deal with something like that in New York City. That's why their stance is, well, we can release all these people from Rikers Island that are, no cashless bail because I don't have a problem. I can walk. I've got my security team. I'm fine. What a lump of horseshit. They have destroyed New York City, possibly irreparably. Now, when Giuliani was here, he inherited a shithole. I think the mayor before Giuliani was it Dinkins? I forget who was in before him. But the city was kind of not as bad as it is now, but it was bad. And the guy cleaned it up a lot. I remember going down to 42nd Street when I was like 18, and it was nothing but adult shops and drugs and all this crazy shit. Giuliani got rid of all that. It was like night and day difference. And it made it so you at least could go down to New York City and not be afraid to go anyplace. Go to see the Museum of Natural History, the Intrepid Air Museum, Carnegie Hall, Radio City Music Hall with the Rockettes. You didn't have a fear in you that you were going to get hurt, get robbed, get stabbed, or somebody that you love go. That's a problem. It's ripped out the tourism from the city. And I don't know if we're ever going to get that back. Mamdani's going to get in. He's not going to make anything better. It's just going to get worse. I wish there was a way that I wouldn't even have to drive through New York City now if I had to go to New Jersey for something. I would consider taking the damn ferry at the end of Long Island and going all the way around to avoid New York City. That's how bad it is. So look at these three guys here. You got Mamdani, where's my finger? You got Curtis Sliwa, who's a big cat guy. I like Curtis. And you got Cuomo. I mean, come on. They want Sliwa to drop out of the race. So I don't know why. It doesn't matter at this point. Mamdani's numbers, and I don't believe in polls. That's why I didn't put up a poll. Polls are bullshit, but New York City in itself is so democratic, or so socialist if you want to call it, that he is getting in. So look at the breakdown here. I have, where is it? I had the breakdown. Oh, did I close it? I probably did. Wait, no, not yet. No. I think I did. I had the actual map. I could probably bring it up here. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, this one. This picture here. Okay. This is New York State. That's the map of the voting from 2024 of New York State. Yes, New York State, area-wise, is mostly a Republican state. Except if you look down there, all the way in the bottom, in the corner, down over there, down there, you see New York City. That little blob of red on the end is Staten Island. They're generally Republican. And Long Island leans to the right. But New York City is so Democratic. Manhattan especially, which is why they always went after Trump. I think Trump lost like 88% of Manhattan. This is who's voting Mamdani in. That's why it's not close. Manhattan, the Bronx, Westchester, Queens. That's all he needs. And he's going to win by a landslide. An absolute landslide. Oops, wait a minute. I forgot to hit the thing with the map. That's the map. Sorry. Been a while since I used this thing. It's been a while. So there's the map. You see it's mostly red. You see the city, you see the blah, 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 everything I just said. Yeah. What production? Where do you get better production than this? Stuttering John? Who, by the way, he wished me a happy birthday on my Facebook feed. I don't know what to do with that. Don't worry, I'm sure Shuli will come up with something. So, yeah. It's going to have a blanket effect for Long Island, for New Jersey, for Connecticut. Not right away. And, yes, the things that Mamdani wants to do, he can't all just push through. The free buses and all that, there's going to be some checks and balances, just like everything. This is like everybody worrying, oh, Trump is going to rip out laws from the Constitution. No. He's going to be able to do certain things, but not everything he wants. So I'm not so worried about it becoming a complete zombie land, but there's going to be fallout from this. There will be. And I just hope that I'm not here when it happens. I don't know if there's going to be a mass exodus. People don't want their taxes to get all jacked up in the city. They're going to be moving out. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. Thankfully, I'm not in the city. But it will be interesting. Now, let's move on to some fun things. Let's see. I had some thingamabobs here. Now, there we go. Now, oops. See, I had to click the thing over here, or it doesn't move over. Got to change that fade. I can't change it all the time. Oh, anyway, you know how I love learning about other cultures around the world. That's the one thing YouTube has given us. The ability to learn about so many things. In my previous shows, I've talked about the Indian street foods, which I can't stop watching. I just can't. And this is going to be kind of in the same light. I came across a video that I know I had to show once some months back about a truck in Africa. This goddess truck that is an old British truck of like 50 years old that they use in this town to pull bricks and stuff. And it's like the entire economy of this town relies on this truck. Well, I came across this video here about the Ivory Coast and these people taking these vehicles to travel from place to place. It just fascinates me. It fascinates me how out of touch they are with today. And look, it's not their fault. They're living in places where they don't exactly have concrete roads. So let's see what I'm talking about here. Ooh, it's a Tony Conti production. Now look at this. We've got problems. What? Wait a minute. I got to go back 1 second. Is that like? Oh, look at it. Okay. That's exactly the face of what you all would be feeling if you're driving on some of these roads. Oofa. That's a Mercedes-Benz truck. Ain't exactly new. And that water's what? 3 feet? Maybe 3 feet deep? Why are we living here? Why? Ah! The Ivory Coast. Again, this is all on YouTube, by the way, so y'all can watch this whole video. Ooh! New brakes! What the f...
Despite the looks of it, Yao is not a stuntman.
I don't know what's exactly worse here. Maybe the guy should put the camera away and this dude wouldn't be hanging off the side of a truck doing 60 with one arm. Maybe? Oh, maybe it would be. We do this for fun. Oh, I hope my thing is on.
Assistants like Yao are paid to check tickets, load luggage, but also to entertain customers with spectacular acrobatics.
Wait. What? So they're paid? They're the Long Island Railroad conductors. They're the ones who come and clip your ticket on the train. Yet, They're entertainment? That's entertainment? All right, now if one falls off the truck and is rolling down the road like a bowling ball, I might laugh. But what? Wait. Aliens are looking at this and they're wondering about our civilizations, man. I'm telling you. Why? What? Why? I need more. Like I know you do.
Because a passenger who is entertained is a passenger who will return.
Alright, so explain this to me like I'm a golden retriever. You bought a ticket for the bus, I guess. You're on the bus. You're sitting on the bus. How the fuck are you seeing what this guy is doing outside the back of the bus? Am I wrong? I need more. It sounded all like clicks and clacks to me. Look at this. There's trucks going the other way.
The balancing act is inspired
Look at this
by
thing.
a battle dance practiced in the neighborhoods. There are several moves required.
By the way, this guy in 2027 will be playing in the NBA until he gets caught making a bet. There's a joke here. Cirque du Soleil, but inputting another word. Yeah. What the hell?
Working as assistants, they only earn €1.50 a day. It isn't much, but as they all say, the adrenaline rush makes up for their small salary.
You know, this guy here on the right, he looks a little bit like Luis Severino, the former Yankee pitcher who's now in Oakland. Pull up a picture. Let me see that. Wait, I'll pull up a picture of him. Hang on. Tell me. Yeah, look at him. Tell me that this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Fucking Luis Severino. Whoa. My mic.
The Ivorian youth and their energy drives the country forward. It has made it the world's leading producer of cocoa, cashew nuts, not to mention cotton.
Oh, it's the world leader of nuts, all right. That is total truth.
And many other products. Ivory Coast has become the richest country in West Africa, renowned for its cocoa production.
That is the richest country in West Africa. Ooh. Oh. Only because I'm on YouTube right now, but for the Rumble folks, oh yeah, I'd be saying some shit. Let's move forward a little bit. I want to get to the truck that I saw driving. Is this it here? Let's see. Okay, yeah. So they're going to be driving this truck. Oh, these guys are working. Working in their mines. I don't know why the words are coming up double. All right, get to the truck. There it is. Look at these roads. What the fuck is that? So, we got a tractor trailer, and we got to go over this road. Wow. That, I don't know how deep that thing is. Would you want to take a bicycle over this thing, let alone a loaded truck? Yay, yay. And this is how they fix the road.
Ivorians face are daunting, but their will to move forward is much greater.
Whew. Look at that. Looks like DC. Where is the one? Is it the one here? Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the one credit I've got to give here, and it's like this way in India as well, from what I've seen. Whenever anything breaks on one of these trucks, an axle, fucking anything snaps, they fix it. Now, I ain't saying they fixing it greatly, but they get it back on the road, which is amazing to me considering they're in the middle of absolutely freaking nowhere. It's not like they got, you know, welders, arc welders that they could pull out and just go. Look at this beauty vehicle.
His truck is ready for the junkyard.
Okay, the fucking frame is cracked. Yet, by the way, the frame is cracked. The guy is banging on it, and he's sitting under the truck. Oh, this is why I had to watch this. Why I got so much into watching these videos. It is sadly hilarious, but this is how they live, and they thrive. And again, this guy's going to drive this truck. He's got balls bigger than me, guys. No question. Ooh, look. Got a sander. Air sander.
Always call on the help of local youngsters.
Whoa, arc welder.
They restore the old vehicle and get it back in shape.
Wait a minute. Damn it, I wish I could stop this when I want to stop it. Go back to that kid. Where's that kid? I gotta see that kid again. All right, first of all, the kid has got his face in the other guy's ass while he's standing. Something's so wrong here. So wrong.
Yaku can always call on the help of local youngsters.
Now we know why this poor kid is blind. Because he's had his face shoved at this guy's ass. It's the African fly. Oh, God, I can't. Oh.
They restore the old vehicle and get it back in shape.
Oh, look. Well, let's just... Obviously, those air conditioner vents don't quite work. I can't stand this. It's freaking hilarious. I want that dude's shirt.
Everyone owes him a favor. Thanks to his courage, families are able to keep in touch with their loved ones.
Oh, yeah, that's completely... Look at this. They got the kids changing the oil.
But, being 64, Yaku is tired and would like to pass on the truck to his eldest son, Dao.
Now, this guy here, I watched this a little bit. He's an educated dude. He wants to be like something, a good job or something like that. Yet they want to give him this busted ass truck to work in for the rest of his life. That's messed up.
However, getting his hands dirty and tackling the roads is not exactly the young man's dream future.
Wants to be an artist, man. You're looking at the next African P. Diddy. All right, has anybody heard of Booba, Niska, or La Fouine? Might have to look one of them up because he wants to be just like them one day. Hey, we're all up being Booba, man. I totally want Booba. Preferably two Booba. One in each hand. But Niska and La Fouine? I love you folks. I love you folks for sitting and watching this with me. It's so great. Booba.
His father sees him as a future road star.
A future road star. Our country is full of road stars. Some of them which don't even have a damn driver's license and are killing people on the roads. So, keep that in mind.
The passengers pile in, but no one complains.
Look at this
Everyone appreciates the
fucking tub
opportunity to
of
be on
shit.
board a vehicle with 4 wheels and a running engine.
You know, the funny thing with these vehicles, these trucks, now that one, from the front of it, it kind of looks like an Isuzu truck, which that truck was probably brought there 40 years ago. And what they have had to do to keep this truck running is mind-boggling. I mean, you would have trashed this shit in the 70s. Yet today, it's taking these trips and it's loaded with passengers. Right there, you're looking at an African Uber. All right, this is the part where I wanted to get to. Again, you're not talking about beautiful roads here. You know, this is obviously going between the villages in the deep areas of Africa. It's going to be this way. And I've got to give credit where credit is due. Just traversing this terrain with that shitbox, you're taking your life into your hands. And yet they do it. Got to give them credit. I wouldn't do it. I'll take a train. I'll walk, but...
The road isn't very long, about 45 short kilometers, but in this rainy period, Yaku takes between 6 to 8 hours to reach the last village.
8 hours to go 45 kilometers.
But it's a remarkable feat.
It's going like 6 miles an hour.
In his 40 years of driving, Yaku has never had an accident.
But he's never had an accident in 40 years. I can understand that. You know, trees and weeds don't exactly jump out in front of the truck. There's no other trucks on the road, apparently. Oh, look, it's a Kia. Oh, somebody got upgraded. Kinda. I think the Isuzu would have been better. Yeah, what he said. Oh man, you got ducks. They gotta stop and get out and get the duckies out the water.
While he waits to replace his father, Dao acts as an assistant. Without him, the journey is impossible. This
nice
road,
windshield.
which has never been maintained, discourages even the most.
That windshield wiper hasn't been used since 1991, and it was only used by accident.
Fearless.
Well, good Lord. This is why it takes 8 hours to go a mile. Can you imagine living this way? And it's nothing against the people. Look, this is where they're born, what they're used to, what they do. But it's so completely different than anything you could realize in Western civilization. Look at this crap. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I got a hankering for pancakes.
In silence.
We can't even sit down. I think I saw that guy on Oz.
The passengers are not yet out of the woods.
Oh, no, they ain't. Uh-oh. Oh, we got problems. keep in mind, and I've watched, again, a ton of these videos. I can't stop watching them. The tires that these trucks are using, when they get a flat tire, and it's like this way in India too, they repair the tire in an amazing way, I gotta say. Over here, you just throw it out and go get a new tire. A new tire. Over there, they have like an old man sand it down, sew it back together, and re-rubber or with something, with some heat and whatever, they rebuild the tire. So these tires, and they don't have any tread. They don't have any tread on them. They're bald as fuck. But they repair them, and somehow they can traverse that terrain. Now, if this guy pops a tire out where he is, it may be a week before somebody finds this guy. God, the culture is so different. Let's just see what they do here, and we'll move on. So everybody's got to get... Gee, she's falling out all over the place. Everybody's got to get out the truck.
€2 per passenger, but the men have to contribute more. Their manpower.
So they got the truck out by getting the people out, so it's light enough to go. You would think it would be the other way around. And they are now fixing the road so this truck can get over.
On the road,
Holy
the bridges
shit,
are
man.
rarely in good condition. The planks are regularly stolen to make fire.
So they fix the road, but then people come and steal the wood to make fire. I'm going to make fire. I have made fire. Come on. Are we on the same planet? Wow, man. I'm telling you, you people are going to go and you're going to go on YouTube and you're going to start watching some of these. Deadliest Roads is the guy's YouTube channel. So check it out. Deadliest Roads. And just marvel. And you're going to laugh at a lot of this. How that thing isn't just falling into the hole below it.
To see his father stay
Look, wait.
in the face of struggle.
Wait, can they show it here? Okay, that front tire, it looked like it was literally hovering over a hole.
They have to repair the same bridge every time they travel.
Mon père, il est courageux. Moi-même, je le félicite à chaque moment. C'est un vrai garçon.
Hey, Luis Severino.
C'est un battant.
The father and son.
Okay, we
want to
passed
arrive
it.
before
Everybody
dark.
back in the truck.
Sleeping under the stars is not an option, as many children are on the trip. But it's not looking very good. In 2 hours, they've only covered 10 kilometers.
Good God. How many miles is that? Let's see. 10 km, 2 miles. That is... No, that's 110. 10 kilometers. They've gone 6 miles. 6 miles in 2 hours. Ooh, that's brutal.
Formula One drivers could not imagine how slow this vehicle is. The Bajan.
I'm not even going to go into this because I will literally sit here and watch the entire video with you guys and stop it every 20 seconds. Check this video out. Deadly Roads on YouTube. Oops, what did I just click? Let's see. The next thing I wanted to get to. Oh, yeah. While we're on that side of the world, you know how I love that street cooking food. I've become an expert. I am the de facto expert on the street food of places around the world. Mostly the egg places, because I love watching them cook eggs. Well, I came across this one, which is breakfast in Afghanistan. I was like, okay. I haven't seen the Afghani cuisine. I don't know what it consists of. So let's see what these people are making here. I hope you all didn't eat or are not in the process of eating while I'm playing this clip. What is that? Anybody? Some kind of meat. I think. Neck. Might have some bone. It's kind of gray. Don't know. I'll just say it's chicken. Some kind of chicken. Some kind of chicken. And why are they cooking in woks? Oh, a little Dutch oven or something. That looks like one of them things they use in curling. Is that like a pressure cooker? Ooh, something to boil. Ooh, it's that meat. What? This is breakfast? Where's the Cocoa Puffs? Where's the eggs, the potatoes, the sausage, the home fries? Just slightly fried. Slightly. I don't know what that is. And I see pieces of bone. And as usual, just cooking right out on the street. What in the hell is that? Anybody in chat knows what the hell that is. Ooh, gotta save that yummy oil for later. Oh my god. Oh, wait, they put some tomatoes and stuff in it. Alright. I see a green pepper. The meat's still gray. This might be a little heavy for breakfast, don't you think? Might sit with you just a little bit. Oh, what's this guy making? Flapjacks! Not the cleanliness of locations. Cleanliest. No gloves. I don't see a sink that he's washing his hands in. That's always a problem with these street vendors. Cleanliness is not number one on the list. Well, these little puffy pastry things. I'd assume just have a piece of toast, but at least this guy isn't slapping it under his arm like the other guy that I found that time. Okay. Let's see what that becomes. Uh-oh, it's some kind of... What is this goulash they're making here? Guy just wiped his nose with the hand he's making food with. Oh, Lord. It's the world's largest manwich. Again, this is breakfast. You are eating that shit for breakfast. You are shitting your brains out before lunch. That will cleanse you out like you're going for a fucking colonoscopy. Ooh. And look at these kids. These kids are standing there like, oh yeah. Their intestines are like steel. See Derek saying, Papa Dam? Is that an actual thing, Papa Dam, or is that just something you're calling it? Is Papa Dam? You know, when I get up in the morning, I go get breakfast. Sometimes I stop over at Dunkin' Donuts. I get an egg with cheese and a sausage patty on a croissant and a tea. While I'm driving to work. I don't ever ask them for a bowl of goat chili or whatever the fuck that is. Now, would I try it? Yes, I would try it. I fear no food. Outside of the time I saw that Filipino woman cooking the horseshoe crab, which was fucking horrific, I would try that. It looks meaty, beany. Can't be that much worse than Taco Bell. I would try it. I would pay for it later, and I would curse you all to the end of the moon, but I would try it. See, I'm culturific. I think I just made that word up. I don't know the language, but poo is poo in any language. If I went up to that guy and I said, plate, poo, he'd fill it up. He'd know. It looks well seasoned. I don't know what that puke-looking, watery, oily mess is in the middle. Oh, now it's making me afraid. Ooh. I'm sorry for ruining your all dinner. But there is no fucking way you guys are going to Taco Bell right now. Not happening. I dare you. Go get a Mexican pizza and eat it while watching this shit. It's actually giving me dry mouth. Oh my god. Gotta have some greens. Oh, it's watery. It's... Ooh. Alright, what else they make? That's freaking brutal. Ooh, look at this guy's making big things with... He's making big pancakes. Alright, I'd be down with this. Is this like a magic game? Do I gotta guess where the ball is under one of these things? Why does he keep turning them like this? Afghani breakfast. Let me throw those into a pizza. What the fuck is that? Oh god, we're gonna be getting into some nasty shit now. What is that? What are they frying to... Are they deep frying a shoe? What the fuck is that? It's like a big tongue. Ooh. That's no bueno, man. That don't look like a fish. That thing is huge. That's like ox tongue or some weird shit. Look, and he's got like how many of those things? I wish I knew what that was. Jesus. Don't they know about the ongoing cholesterol problem in the country? Let's see what those things become. Let's see. Alright, so you got the guy with the bread. Oh, there's nothing cleanlier than open up a nice big page of the Daily News and lay it down and put your food on top of it. These people know how to do it. You can get your pizza-looking thing, and on the bottom of it, you can read who won the latest soccer match. Alright, what are you doing now? This guy's got a jacket on. Gotta press on that dough. Press on it like it owes you money. This is literally Afghani pizza. We're wrapping it in what? Newspaper? What? Did you see how much fucking oil was on that thing? The newspaper's getting soaked. I'm guessing this is like Afghani pizza. It's some sort of dough, obviously. He's banging it around like, you know, like he works in a really bad pizzeria. What is the person behind him doing? What, does it have a hole in the middle of it on purpose? I don't want to know what these people are going to stick through that hole. Okay, it's breakfast. This guy's doing this shit all day. Does that become something? They don't put sauce on it or anything? No, look, they just sell them 3 or 4, wrap it up like it's a fish. Oh, look, they got plastic bags. Moving up in the world. Man, the more I learn about these civilizations on the other side of the world, the more I worry about us as the human race. This is craziness. The technology over here is so far and beyond what is over there. But, I mean, look where they're sitting. It's dirty. Their bodies must have built up some kind of crazy-ass immune system, because we'd all be dead if we were eating this. We would literally be dead. Oh, what are they eating here? I can't stop watching this. What the hell is that? Are those eggs? Those look like eggs. But what's in the bowls? I guess this is a soup. I threw some pepper on there. At least I've seen an egg here for breakfast. They're not using the egg. Is that cheese? That's another thing. No refrigeration. What did you do today, son? Well, I sat on the floor for 8 hours and I made about 6,000 balls. They're on the floor making food. Couldn't build a table? There's wood right there. Is that guy standing over a hole? I'm gonna guess that's the oven. Ooh. What the? Whoa! What did just happen there? What did he go back? What did this guy do? He like dipped it. Watch this. He takes those. Meow. I am at a loss here. I don't know what's going on. This is breakfast, by the way. This is still breakfast. Afghani breakfast. I'm only halfway through this video. I'm just going to skip a little bit forward. Oh, is that rice? That looks like basmati rice. It better be rice and not like fucking worms or some shit. Okay, that's rice. There you go, son. Rice for breakfast. Alright, I've had enough Afghani breakfast, or I'm not going to eat dinner. Wow. So this is another YouTube channel, Afghani Foods. Indulge, people. Indulge. What I have left? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I love ASMR videos. You know, if you've seen me, you know how much I talk about them all the time. I love these people who give these street massages. This guy here. I don't know where this is. I think it's India. So he's in some kind of street fair thing. I don't know why people would pay for this, but you just got to see a minute of this because I laugh my balls off at this. And the guy that follows him, you'll see. This guy, oddly enough, looks like someone I know. Oh, it's him! It's him! Who the hair? Alright, so this guy's gonna sit down in his chair. Here he comes. Young guy. Now again, they're all mic'd up for the ASMR sounds of all this. Now, tell me if you would pay for this. Ah, nice dirty towel. Alright, you know, get a little oil or something. Ooh, Q-tip. Oh, God. He's going right for that ear hole. Alright. Have you ever laid down and had somebody else, like, clean your ears with a Q-tip? I used to do it all the time with the wifey. You sit down and, you know, she gets in there, whatever, you know. And it's, you know, she does it softly. It's nice. But the one time where she goes in too far that it feels like it's going to pierce your brain, fuck no, am I not letting some guy stick a goddamn Q-tip in my ear in the middle of the street. Look at his expression on his face as he's doing this. Look at it. Yeah, shit ain't exactly pleasurable. Look at this. It's like fucking torture. Oh, look at that fucking waxy. Oh, dinner's out tonight. And he's wiping it on his wrist. All right, gotta get past the fucking ear thing. He does the other ear too. We'll get past that. All right. Let's get to the massage. The point of this whole thing. I paid for a street massage. See what kind of massage I get. It's not exactly like going to the strip club. Picking him cooking bugs out his hair. Again, look at his expression on his face. Has no idea what the fuck is going on. Boy, I hope that bottle is just dirty and it's not the fucking dirty water. Okay, I'm gonna start patting your brain. And these people get so into it. Look at his expression. This guy's kicking the shit out of him, basically. I've seen much worse. I think he gets worse. Look at this. Is that pleasure? You're paying for this? Now, look. If it's in the middle of the street, I'm going to pay a chick to do all that. That's one thing. You know, there's a little pain-pleasure dynamic there. But I ain't letting this guy do it. No. Look at his neck is compressing. He's going to snap a vertebra. People are screaming in the background from the other people that are giving massages. I really don't know who would need this. Listen, I'm going to sit down in your chair. I'm going to pay you a couple of rupees and just kick the shit out of me for 60 minutes. Just beat me up. Leave me with bruises. Drill my brain. Smack me around. Call me mommy. What is that? I fail to see how this is pleasurable, but I would try it. Look, I'm telling you, I'm learning about cultures. I'm trying to broaden the horizons. I would try it. Just like I said, I would have gotten a haircut from Baba the Cosmic Barber. He passed away. He kind of did the whole thing where he would take the juju and we kind of blow it away. I would give this a try. Just, I gotta know. Is it, do you feel better after this? Are you numb? Is your face all red? What is the, I don't get it. It doesn't sink in here. All right, he's teaching him some bad shit right there. Oh, just beat the top of his head like it owes you money. This poor guy's in agony. I feel bad for this kid. He's going to need a chiropractor from the chiropractor. By the way, this video is an hour and 9 minutes long. An hour of this. And there's really not too much ASMR in this video because you don't hear the sounds of this a lot. Because you're hearing the street behind you, but look at this guy. He is literally, look at that expression on it. Look, that right, look at it. That is pain. That's not a pleasurable experience. Come on. Oh my God. All right, let's fast forward just a tad. I want to get to some calls and stuff. Let's just see. Let's go here and see what he's doing here. Oh, we got another person now. Oh, because the other guy passed out. Or he killed him. One of the two. I'm going to pinch you on your forehead. I just would not like this guy being that close to me doing this. What? I don't get it. All right. Maybe a little. Possibly. Okay. I don't derive that's going to make me relaxed or anything. Oh, he's gone to using toys. Is that a pair of balls? If anybody has a Ford F-350 that's missing a set of rear end bumper nuts, I think I found them. You may not want them back, but I think I found them. Gotta wash off them nuts. Wait. Come on, man. Dudes. No, that's it. Off. There's something very wrong with this. Very, very wrong with this. Holy shit. So it gets to this guy. I love this guy. I call him the Indian Jesus. This guy does these massages, and he's called Ammar. This is his channel is AMSR with Ammar, AMMAR. He's able to take his hands and do this weird thing on this guy's head. He uses his head like a drum. Again, tell me if you think this is pleasurable. What is this? It's Curly from the Three Stooges sitting in a field in India somewhere looking like Jesus giving you a head massage. I am enlightening you folks. I am opening your eyes to the other side of the globe. You've never seen this before. I know you've never seen this before. Unless you follow me, then you've seen it before. But I am enriching your lives with the culture of the other side of the world. and making you so glad you don't live there. That was just a preview. So yeah, he starts up. Let me get into it. Hang on. He turns around. Where is it there? There he goes. Got to crack those knuckles. And he usually has these bottles that he flips around, and then he opens it up like, boop, and he does it on purpose for the sound. It's a little oil, it puts on the head, and then he starts. Let's just get to that part here. Let's see. Yep, here it is. Big man, I can flip them bottles. Woo! Look at this. It's entertainment like the guys in the truck. There was the open. Pour a little of that oil up on the head. And now, let the punishment begin. What? What is that? Again, I gotta say it. I want to experience it. I want to know what is how I don't know. Wait a minute. I could probably do that. Not exactly pleasurable. This guy is sitting in the middle of a grass field somewhere in the shade, getting his head smacked. I wonder what this guy makes for this. Little forearm action. Right back to using your head like a bongo drum. Ah, that move up the right arm, that's the you've got a tarantula crawling up on you. Again, I enlighten you folks. I educate you. I've given you... I don't know what I've given you. But you're smarter today than you were before you came in here. I think. I hope. You're not. Oh, did I have him anything else? I don't know if I'm going to get to that. Let me see. Well, you know what? Maybe I will. All right, let's just do this one. And then I'll open it for a phone call or two. If anybody wants to call in. So, Anthony's a huge fan of these. Got me into watching them. The arrest videos of batshit women that go crazy in the car. I don't think I found one crazier than this. I don't think I played this on one of my previous shows. I'm just going to give this one a minute. So, you listen to this one and enjoy this one for a moment.
In this episode of Cop Cam Max, police pursue a driver for a simple speeding violation, but the woman behind the wheel, who may have some anger management issues, insists the officer has no right to ticket her because she parked before he activated his lights. Then things get even stranger when she accuses the officer himself of committing a traffic violation.
Hello?
Hi, I'm on the phone with your police department right now. You can't pull me over when my car's off.
Yeah, I can, because I got you speeding before you were stopped, so.
You should have had your lights on. You can't have your lights on and pull me over after. You have a cop right here trying to pull me over when my car's off and I've been parked out.
So, she's on the phone with 911 while this police officer has already pulled her over. She's in a parking spot in her apartment or whatever, and she's claiming she cannot be pulled over before his lights are on. Following this?
That's illegal and you can't do that. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe and I want him away from my car.
99.89. Do you mind coming to my stop?
That's him talking. That's your little friend. Go get him. Go get his sergeant. I want his sergeant here now.
He's on his way.
I didn't know that I'm parked and I've been in a parking spot and some fucking guy thought that he could do something here. Pathetic fucking shit. When the is he gonna get here?
Want to kick up a little.
Wow, yeah. Oh shit. When the is he getting here? Damn. What is this ETA? I got some white privilege signing some fucking light in my fucking window. We're gonna fucking trigger happy shit-faced friends down the street, huh?
Now, I'm surprised and got to give the 9/11 operator some kudos here. Because usually, you start mouthing off, you start dropping curses, and they're going to hang up on your ass. Because they don't have to take any of that. They've got things to do. They can't be hanging on the phone while you're apparently calling a cop a racist F.
I can't even know what I fucking want to do now, you fucking idiot!
Negative. I'm waiting for my sergeant, another unit. She's irate.
Yeah, why don't they hurry the fuck up now? I'm getting harassed by a police officer illegally, and I feel unsafe, and I want to get you away from me.
She's getting harassed by a police officer. This officer, and monster credit to this officer and this department, because there are many more people going to get involved here. This woman is obviously off her meds and off her rocker. If she would just, and we're going to use the C word here, and no, not that C word, comply. This probably would all have been over by now. Done. Maybe she wasn't even going to get a ticket. Maybe it's just a warning or finding out what's going on, whatever. But holy shit, does this woman go batshit.
When they get there, oh no, I can call 911 if it's a fucking emergency. Do you know what the fuck that means? Yeah, this is a fucking emergency. Your fucking shit-faced pig won't leave me the fuck alone.
I literally walked up to the car. She's irate. I got her 57 down Butterfield, and she pulled in here and turned the car off. And as I walked up, she's just losing her mind. So,
okay, so there is the initial charge. He got her either running a light or running a stop sign, and she pulled into the spot, and she shut the car off. So she knows she fucked up. She knew it. She either didn't see look, could have been a mistake. She might have been distracted, but she blew a stop sign or blew a light or something. So she was just going to stop and probably get a traffic violation ticket. Now, had she been calm, had she followed orders, the request of the police officers, they may have even let her off. Say, listen, just, you're already home. Be careful in the future, blah, blah, blah. But, oh no. This one's some kind of record breaker.
Is she by herself?
Yeah.
Has she even had really no conversation with her yet?
Nope. She literally has just been yelling and calling 911, so I called you right away.
Okay. How you doing? I'm the sergeant you requested.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
What the fuck is going on?
Okay. Well, from my understanding is you were traveling 57 in a 40-mile-an-hour zone, and that was the reason for the stop.
Oh, there you go. So she was 17 miles over the limit, which is valid. You're doing that in a 40, you're going to get a speeding ticket. Rightfully so. Look, we all do it. I know. But, and this is the sergeant. I got to give these people credit. I couldn't do this. I would have jumped into that car and given this woman an RKO. So much credit here.
No, that's not.
That's
You
it.
sure about that?
Yeah.
So he didn't.
I was in the parking spot before that fucking turned his fucking lights on.
You might have parked, and then he conducted the traffic stop. That can't happen.
I've been parked for a good minute. Can't fucking do that.
Sure he can.
No, the fuck he can't.
Okay?
Get his fucking video.
I don't need to pull his video right now.
Get video.
Ma'am, I don't need to pull his video right
You're
now.
just gonna believe the fucking word against mine?
I am, yeah.
I don't fucking think.
Now, she is calling this cop an F and F. Again, the restraint. I mean, that is, borderline disorderly conduct. I'm honestly surprised she's doing that, and they haven't taken her out of the car yet. So, again, the restraint being shown here. Look, the cops know they got the cameras on. They know they got to do it right. And this is, look, there are some cops out there. If nobody was looking years ago, oh, she would have got the butt end of that billy club. But doing it right, giving her a lot of leeway here.
Okay, well, here's what's going to happen then. All right? We'll write you the citation, and then you can take it to court. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Okay, I understand that you might not feel that's right.
No, you don't. You want to fucking die? Get the fuck away from me! Get away!
That is a threat to the officer. And again, he is not going that extra step because he knows there's obviously something wrong with this woman. Either she's off the meds, she ran out of the Xanax, or what's going on. But I have never heard anyone directly talk to a police officer, multiple police officers, like this. Just, wow.
From me! Get the fuck away from me!
You screaming at me is not going to solve anything right now.
Why are you down to the fucking naked thing? Get the fuck away from me!
Are you threatening me now?
Get away from me!
Do you want to be arrested?
Get away from me!
Are you okay? What's
Get away from me! Get away from my fucking throat!
You're just breaking your own stuff.
This poor cop, he's sitting there, standing there, and he's trying to converse with this woman. She ripped the mirror off her car. She's breaking her. She is going like a Tasmanian devil in her car. And what is the cop supposed to do here?
Why did you pull in here when my officer lit you up?
Just don't stand behind the car in case she decides to back out.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, you want him rescue to stand by?
No, fine right now.
Okay.
Okay. There's no need to call 911 again.
Get the fuck away from my car!
Okay, as soon as I have the identification, we'll write your citation. We'll be out of here.
These cops are so well behaved.
You dog!
Thank you. So you recognize this person? Yeah, I've dealt with her before.
You can just disconnect with her. We're here. If you want to. I mean, she's just gonna keep yelling at you.
Listen to her still going.
I mean, we could do disorderly conduct.
There's your citation and your ID badge. Through the window.
Oops. So, did you hear her? That she's getting threatened and harassed. What kind of a serious mental state is this woman in? Like, how did she get this bad? Mental illness in this country is unstoppable. We are an over-medicated society, and when you get somebody who's on those meds and can't take them or don't take them, this is what you got. This woman is a danger to society. I'm honestly surprised she hasn't gotten in the car, started the car, and like driven it through the house or done some crazy heinous shit. But wait, there's more.
Citation for speed.
Yeah, are you fucking dog? Can you get the fuck out, man? Get the fuck out, man! Get the fuck out! Nobody needs
Now, what she does, I've never seen anybody do.
After slipping the speeding ticket through her cracked window, the officers figured they were done with her for the night. But as they pulled away, the woman took issue with the sergeant's driving and decided to follow him all the way to the police station. During the 5-minute drive...
Are you fucking shitting me? So this woman is so out of her mind that she took an issue with how the cop left, and now she's followed the cop back to the cop station. I mean, this is cartoon level stuff.
Drive, she's had an opportunity to calm herself down.
So I have to follow every fucking law, but that fucking faggot can leave the fucking scene without a turn signal? Give him a ticket!
Do you need an ambulance?
He doesn't have a turn signal! Give him a ticket!
You need to go to the...
Why the fuck do I get a ticket? He can do whatever he wants!
Okay.
Give him a ticket!
Okay. Can I help you with anything else?
Give him a ticket!
Meanwhile, it ain't raining and her wipers are on, just so you know.
Fucking come on!
It's not gonna happen. Anything else we can help you with tonight?
Yeah! Giving him a ticket!
All right, it's not gonna happen.
What the fuck does he get to do whatever the fuck he wants for?
I just want to know, are you okay?
She honestly looks a little bit like Rosie O'Donnell, doesn't she? Maybe a tie in there. She's got them crazy rosy eyes.
Why the fuck doesn't he get a ticket?
Ma'am, I can help you talk to somebody.
He didn't use his turn signal!
Ma'am, can I please call you an ambulance? Do you have any thoughts harming yourself?
So this cop is wondering, you know, do you have any thoughts of harming yourself? Get her an ambulance. Obviously, she has got more problems than anyone can handle right now. But the sheer level of restraint is amazing on this stop. And again, they did an absolutely incredible job of keeping this woman from going off the deep end by being calm, offering her assistance. She just won't have it. Put yourself in that cop's position. It is not easy to keep your shit together with this is right in your face. Unbelievable job.
The fuck is he?
Where are you calling?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. If you keep calling 911, you could be shot. It's not.
I am getting harassed. People are breaking the law.
87, is she on the line again?
Affirmative.
You can hang up.
So what the fuck are they being retarded for? Don't they need to do what the fuck I say now?
Jayla, you are in an emotional state. I can't talk with you.
All of you stupid, fat, fucking white privileged motherfuckers!
Wow.
Keep costing me money! And you do whatever the fuck you want! I wish I was a cop so I could shoot all of you the fuck up and get a pat on the back for it! You stupid!
Okay.
I don't have to say anything.
They're not. You're going to.
I wish the wipers were going.
Okay.
Look, this goes on for another 10 minutes. So wait, I think she She peels out. She leaves.
She rode me the entire way from that stop back.
If she keeps calling 911, we'll use that as an avenue, just like the other night.
I'm
just
taking
to get her out of the car. She'll go to the hospital.
She threatened to run us over. She threatened to shoot us.
I just don't want to fight with her in the car with her running. So if we can get her out, if we can get her out, if she can get out on her own, if we can get her out somehow.
That's like trying to get a Cujo out.
Thanks. Would you like to talk to him?
Yeah, I fucking would! Get the fuck over here now!
Well, he's not going to come over there. Would you like to talk to him?
Did I not just fucking say yeah? Am I retarded? Am I fucking stuttering?
He'll talk with you on the sidewalk.
Why the fuck do I need to get on a sidewalk? Okay. I will pull the fuck over there then!
You would like whichever officer pulled away without their...
He'll talk to you on the sidewalk. He's not going to talk.
So I need to pull the fuck over there because he's that fucking fat and lazy.
Jesus.
Well, if you would like to have a conversation, you can.
Let's
you
see.
can
All right, she pulls over.
to file a complaint.
Yeah!
And she's
Then
still
you get out to
going.
the lobby, and we have the paperwork for you.
Oh, she's getting out. So no, they're at the police station.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Okay, hands behind you.
Watch out! It's broken!
Hands behind your back.
Ow!
All right, just.
You're touching my broken hand! You're touching my broken hand! I will
Like, this is what law enforcement has to deal with. And it's unreal. How does this end? Where is the end game to this, folks? Where or what can we do about the mental illness in this country? It's going to be a difficult conversation. It's going to piss off a lot of people. But obviously, whatever's wrong with this woman, whether it be straight medically induced, something with her mind, or if it's drug related, whatever the problem is, this can't happen. I mean, with the threats that she gave those law officers, I mean, they could have rightfully locked her up hardcore. I don't know what happened to her after this, but wow, man. Wow. Hey. All right, I'm going to put the number up there. If anybody wants to give me a buzz, you can. We'll end with that little call segment. Area code 631-209-7577. We'll ring the old proverbial phone of the cell, and we'll talk. I think there was anything I wanted to talk about tonight. There was some... There's one other story I want to mention. There was a cyber attack. Jaguar Land Rover had a major cyber incident that's going to cost apparently the UK economy $2.5 billion. 5,000 independent organizations decimated by supply chain fallout. This ransomware thing is getting worse and worse and worse. Every day now, it's like I'm seeing some kind of kick up in data breaches and, you know, identifiable information being dumped out there to the dark web in various places. Nothing is secure, folks. Nothing is secure. And nobody wants to hear it. Nobody's going to take the time about it, but you really have to be more diligent. Changing your passwords. Don't use the same password for everything. Change passwords every X amount of days. Use a password manager. They'll help. Helpful. I'll tell you one I use. It's called RoboForm. It's free. Go to roboform.com. It's for Windows. It's for Android. I don't know if they have an iOS version, but it works on Mac too. It's a great plugin for Google Chrome. It's got a password generator in it. I've been using it for a while. Generates some really complex long passwords. You know, you got to do it. identity theft is crazy. And now I'm even hearing more on the radio about this title lock thing that's been going on for a couple of years, that people are actually losing their homes because somebody is going in and stealing the title from their house. So much so that now they have to have a company come like Norton and protect it. That's fucked up. Don't even know how, but you know, you got to keep your data secure. Got to keep that right. Let me just make sure my thing is on here. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. 631-209-7577. I'll give it a couple minutes. I forgot to put it up earlier in the beginning of the show because I didn't want it to ring while I was going aboard, but any topic, I'm wide open. You want to talk gaming? Battlefield 6, which I'll be... Oh, we got a call. Let's see who this is.
Phone.
Rex Kramer.
Oh!
To accept, press 1. To send a voice...
Hello, Rexy.
Chris, how's it going, man?
How you doing, man? How is it going?
It's going good, man. I feel sorry for you. The show really opened my eyes to your plight, if you will, for wanting to get out of there.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot that I didn't say in there as well. I'm sure things I forgot, but I know there's many people out here that live in this area that are in the same boat as me, that we want the best for our family. We want to be able to, you know, give our kids the best chance of succeeding and lead as much of a stress-free life as we can. You're never going to remove all stress. I'm not saying that, oh, yeah, I want to move somewhere and be rich and not have bills. Yeah, who doesn't? But to be realistic. But just in this area, there is just zero light at the end of that tunnel. It's just a grind every day, and it just keeps beating me down day after day after day.
Yeah, I mean, I was really eye-opening for me because, I mean, you and I have talked, and I knew some of the struggles up there, but some of the numbers you were putting out there were just blowing my mind. I mean, you talk about it. You know, I grew up a farm kid in Southern Illinois, and 30 years ago I moved down to Florida just on a whim. But even down here, I mean, Chris, I don't want to rub it in. I mean, I'm not trying to add salt to the wound, but
you're not. Trust me.
You want to guess what I pay in property? You want to guess what I pay in property taxes every year?
Oh well, I know what my father-in-law pays in North Carolina. He pays $700 a year. And he's sitting on, I think, just about 2 acres of property. I think acre and a quarter, something like that. He's got a big property. He's in a distant town, but he's about 30 miles east of Raleigh. So he's not like he's in some people call it cow's ass, but he's close enough to a major metropolitan city where the drive to Raleigh is 40 minutes.
Right, because yeah, I mean, well, I understand. I mean, I grew up in Cal Stick, so I get it. But I mean, listen, my wife and I bought this house that we were in 25 years ago, and I won't tell you what we paid for it, but I mean, I'm what, and not to brag, I'm 150 yards away from the beach, and I pay $2,600 a year in property taxes.
Wow. And by the way, if I heard right today, this morning, I think I heard that DeSantis is actually trying to remove property taxes from all of the Florida residents.
Yeah, he says it's going to be on the ballot next November.
Oh my God.
As long as 60% of the people vote for it, and right now they don't know if it's going to be where you got to have your house paid off, or
right,
you got to be a certain age or whatever. But either way, I mean, I'm only 2 years away from paying my house off, and I mean I'm 55, so I'm close enough to the age where it's going to benefit me no matter what, as long as they vote for it.
There is the difference of having somebody running your state who is doing what he can to do for the people of the state, knowing the current situations, knowing how hard it is to live today. Not up here. Doofus Hochul will raise taxes in a heartbeat if she could. I can't think of anything she's done to help this state out. Anything.
Right. I mean, and I understand that, it's Florida, so we have the benefit of we have a lot of tourism, which really helps out. But the biggest factor is our state has like a $500 billion surplus they sit on.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're able to balance the budget, and we don't even have a state income tax.
Yeah, I know, which is unbelievable. Here, everybody here in New York is broke. Everybody claims we're broke. Can't do this, can't do that. Yet, if we need a new stadium somewhere, somehow they come up with $17 billion to build the 13th stadium around here, or if a new strip mall's got to go up or something, they find the money, but everything is broke. And that's all they claim, poverty. Yet what they get, and if we figured it out, I think Joe Curry has a joke about this, but let me see. So let's ask Google, how many cars go over the George Washington Bridge a day? Now, this has always been the big question. So, okay, approximately 300,000 vehicles go over the George Washington Bridge every day. Now, the George Washington Bridge is the busiest bridge in the world, I understand, but it is one of 7 bridges that go to Manhattan. So let's get the old calculator out here. I got the tape calculator out. I can turn that sucker on. So let's go 300,000. Now, this is not counting trucks because you pay by the axle. And some trucks, I think it costs more than $50 to go over that bridge. Let's just take cars. Let's say 300,000 cars go over. I think the toll, last I looked, was, I know the Verrazano, I'm going to say it's $16. So 300,000 times $16. That's $4.8 million a day for one bridge. One! You've got the Triborough Bridge, the GWB. You've got the tunnels, the Lincoln Tunnel, the Holland Tunnel, the Queens Midtown Tunnel. The Brooklyn Bridge, I think has, is that a toll? And the Queensboro Bridge is free. You got the Williamsburg Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Verrazano Bridge. You got the Throgsneck Bridge, the Whitestone Bridge. All these bridges are collecting tolls daily. I mean, they are bringing in cash like Vegas casinos wish they could. Where is the money?
Wow.
It's something doesn't equate, and it's people are, you know what? People don't want to get involved with it. They almost don't want to know because it's like Pandora's box. If they find out where actually this money's going, it'll probably lead to something bad. But I mean, Jesus.
Right.
I mean, with all that, you think our roads would be completely smooth and paved? You think we'd have enough where we don't hear that there's going to be problems in the wintertime because the salt spreading trucks are breaking down. They don't have money to fix them, or the MTA doesn't have to raise rates on the poor commuters of New York City who are paying. God, I got to ask my best friend what he pays a month. They have like monthly tickets that you can use to commute back and forth, but I guarantee you he's probably paying somewhere between $400 to $500 a month just to take the train into New York City, which is ridiculous.
That's asinine. I mean, hey, what was that mall you were talking about? That just the Macy's is open and.
It's the Massapequa Mall, which is called, I think, the Westfield Mall. It's abandoned now. There's a couple of things on the outside. Every mall here had a Sears, had a Macy's. Now the only thing that's outside Macy's, I think, Dave & Buster's, I think, had moved in there, but I think they're out. I think the entire mall is empty. The only thing that's left is the Macy's, and I think they're going, if they haven't already, because I haven't been there since last Christmas, I think. If they haven't already, I think they might have closed the Macy's. So it's just a gigantic empty building.
Well, I was thinking I got a great idea for a job, a money-making opportunity for you.
Oh.
You should start an OTB there. Start taking bets on retarded people doing races. You can call it Massapequa Downs.
I see what you did there, you sly little devil, you. Oddly enough, there was an OTB next to where my daughter works, and it closed because just like Anthony said, OTB, which is run by the state of New York, there is nothing the state of New York ever does that makes money. Ever. How can you have a building where you're broadcasting races from all over the world and you just have people go in there making bets and you're not making money in it? You're not producing anything. The only thing you got there is a bunch of TVs. That's it.
It's like the definition of what Reagan said. With the 7 scariest words on the planet are "Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
The man was right. The man was completely right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was floored, and I have to say, Chris, if you happen to find a job in Florida, I still have my mom's house, which she passed away earlier this year, which I still don't know what I'm going to do with. Hey, for what you're paying in rent, you could do exactly the same thing, and it's a 3-bedroom house.
Wow, that
was built in '95.
That's unbelievable. Rexy, you are one of the few, man. You are definitely one of the few. That is such an unbelievable offer. I can't even. It's very heartfelt. It's really completely heartfelt. I have faith a little bit that something will come down the line. I don't know if it's going to be something in what I'm doing now. It may be a new vocation change. I don't know. But the thing that kind of hurt a lot is we put a lot of faith in Trump getting in the office and then things changing. Now, it hasn't been as quick as we had hoped, but the economy still looks like it's doing very good. But I think the job market just hasn't followed. Look, I keep trying. I'm not going to stop trying. I might get mopey. I may be complaining a lot, but it's just to release the tension, of the everyday. But we're blessed to have what we have here now. I have family here. I have friends here. I have support here. So I have that. And I have a lot of clients here. So it's just, as I'm getting older, it's getting harder to get out of bed in the morning. That's what I'll say.
Oh, dude, trust me. I understand. Like I told you, when you were having that little meltdown Monday on X, like I told you, man, I know it's discouraging, but have some faith, brother. I mean, one way or another, you'll find a way to do it.
I will. And I know in my heart how good I am at what I do. I know how valuable I am. Because people have told me to my face before, I said, look, you are more important than taking our kids to routine visits to the doctor. Because if their iPhones don't work, if their iPads don't work, we are miserable. So I have that.
Right.
And I understand that. And I gotta... Look, there's a lot of people out there who are way, way more knowledgeable and qualified than me to do certain things. I'm just lucky in the fact that what I like to do for a living became a thing. Everybody needs the internet. So I'm lucky the internet became the internet. If not for that, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably be an electrician and probably be miserable. Or maybe I'd be an HVAC guy like Anthony was. I don't know. But either way.
Well, I tell you, 30 years ago when I packed up and moved here, I was a restaurant manager at the time in Southern Illinois. And for a single guy, with bonuses, I was pulling down close to $60,000, and this was the mid '90s.
Wow, yeah.
In Southern Illinois, I was doing really good, but I knew that running a restaurant was not something I wanted to do till I was 55, 60 years old.
Right.
And I always knew I wanted to come to Florida, so I just said, I'm not married, I don't have any kids. If I'm going to go, I got to go down. So I just packed up and drove down here, and I happened to land here in, Venice, south of Tampa. And the first year and a half I was here, I was a clerk at a liquor store because I didn't have, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find anything. And I was lucky enough that a logistical position opened up at a hospital. You know, that I got to end up becoming the head of purchasing.
Right.
You know, which was a good job. I mean, and this is all, you know, from a college dropout. I mean, I spent 2 years of my parents' hard-earned money drinking and having a good time and didn't earn shit, you know? So, I mean, I feel very lucky for what I've got. I mean, and I was lucky enough to, you know, you don't know, like I said, you don't know where the world's going to take you. You know, 4 years ago when my mom started getting, you know, bad and she started getting, you know, where she couldn't stay by herself. Luckily, I have a wife that was willing. Okay, we're going to take care of her because I knew I wouldn't put her in a nursing home.
Right.
But eventually, she got so bad where she had to have somebody stay with her 24 hours a day.
Right.
And to have a nurse come to the house, I was spending literally $8,000 a week just to have nurses come to the house.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
So
that's a bridge I'm gonna have to cross eventually too, because my parents are getting elderly, and they still own their house, and I figure wherever we are going to go, then they will probably follow. That's the hope, anyway.
Well, yeah, because my folks still lived in Southern Illinois, and they moved down here like in 2013, just because, you know, I had a heart-to-heart with them, and I'm like, you know, you guys, if something happens, what am I going to do? I'm all the way down here. I mean, and they still lived on the farm. My dad was still going out and cutting grass every day. You know, I mean,
look, my dad's the same way. My dad is he's going to be 80, and he still climbs up the chimney to put Christmas lights on the house. I'm like, no, we cannot be doing that anymore.
Yeah, well, and the one that sealed it for me was my dad fell off the back of the goddamn truck and cracked his head open on the pole barn garage floor.
My dad did the same thing. He fell off a ladder in the garage and cracked his head open because it hit the toolbox.
Yeah.
And this is 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, Dad, you know, granted, growing up, I used to hate Saturdays because my entire Saturday was wasted cutting fucking grass, and I hated it. But my dad, it was taking my dad an entire week to cut all the grass, and then when they finally got done, he had to turn around and start again.
Oh.
And I'm like, you're getting too old for this. You got to stop. But so they moved. But like I said, my mom got sick, and I was finally I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I was able to quit my job so I could take care of her full time.
Right.
And it was, I mean, it was a struggle, and it still is kind of a struggle because I haven't gone back to work. But luckily, I was in a position where I could afford to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you'll get there. You'll get there. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I know we will. Look, we're very blessed, and there are so many different ways that your life can go from when you're a teenager. We had kids at an early age, and we kind of accelerated our lives with the family. I dropped out of college. I didn't get a college degree, which wouldn't have mattered anyway because I feel bad that I wasted my parents' money on that. But I was going for like mainframe programming, which I was not very happy with, which is why I flunked out of college. But I've built something very good, and we're a very strong family. We have belief in each other, and look, we have maintained a life here on Long Island while we're not, in the upper echelon by any means of it. We're average people that we go out. Like I said, we do the right thing. My kids, knock on wood, and God bless them, they've never gotten into any trouble. They're very respectful. We've raised a really good family. We've raised really respectful kids, and they're going to be successful with whatever they wind up doing is their main gig going forward. It's just I want to be able to give them that, as my mind is an old school believer in the old nuclear family. And that's what I try to maintain, and that's what I try to do, and that's what I like, because I don't need, craziness. I like simplistic things. I'm a creature of habit, big time. I like the status quo. I don't like when things are messed up. So if I could just even have what I have now, just pick it up, move it to another state, and drop it down, I would take that in a heartbeat. That's all I want. I don't need crazy houses. I don't need all, riches, all this crazy. I would like it, but I don't need any of that stuff. Just give me my computer with my gaming at night. Give me my friends. Give me my family. And I'm happy. That's all I ever need.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, my wife and I, we don't have kids, but we are very fortunate. We are fortunate enough to live where we live, but we certainly don't, how do I put this, we don't belong here. You know what I mean? My mailbox is a giant shotgun shell. Okay, so my neighbors are like, oh my God.
Oh, that's so you.
Okay.
That's so you.
No, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, but I mean, it's cool because, we don't cause no problems, and we're very thankful for everything that we've been able to get and achieve in life. And I'm like you. I'm like now work to the point where, hey, you know what? Let's start getting rid of some of this stuff that we've gotten, because what's going to happen when we go? It's just going to end up in the trash somewhere.
Oh yeah. I've thought about that, and yeah, it's. Look, Rexy, you are a blessing. I love you to death. You're always there watching the show, calling in. You sent me great stuff. I never had to. You're a good dude, man. You really, really are. And one day, some way, somehow, when I'm down there, we are going to get together and have dinner together and meet the families and everything. I would love to meet you.
Absolutely. And hey, one last thing.
Shoot.
Don't forget about think about expanding your search a little bit over there into like Eastern Tennessee, around Knoxville and stuff like that.
Yeah, I haven't looked outside of the coastline, only because the two best places for me happen to be North Carolina and Pennsylvania. Only because PA,
right, sure.
Yeah, PA gives me the ability to keep all my clients here in New York, and then my family's here, so the relocation will be a lot easier. And North Carolina, because I have in-laws and I have friends that are down there already. And I even did apply to a couple of jobs in Greenville, just so I can tell Anthony, oh, by the way, I applied to Greenville Water, by the way, just to let you know, just to see what he'd say, because he's like, Christ, I moved to Greenville to get away from your ass. The last thing I want you to do is get a job here. No, but I'll look anywhere, really. It all comes down to the money. I don't really care about the location much anymore.
Well, something will open up. Something will happen where you'll find a way to get done what you want to get done.
Oh yeah, I got to see if Trump has got a good IT guy. What if he could use a good IT guy?
You can always use a good IT guy.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I know. So, well, Rexy.
Somebody's got to create those memes he can repost all the time.
I can do some good memes. All right, Rexy. Thank you for checking in on me, man. I highly appreciate it.
All right, brother. I enjoyed everything. Have a good one, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Rexy Kramer, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love Rexy. He is one of the best. One of the best. Well, I wanted to do something simple tonight, and we've been broadcasting for 2.5 hours. Shit. I still got karaoke to come tonight, so y'all can come back. I'm going to do a karaoke around, I don't know, maybe around 10 o'clock. Gotta get some grub and what have you. But this was fun. This was fun to get a little stuff out there. Let me throw this back up on the screen here so you can see the things to follow. I gotta change that wipe. Wow. So there it is. You follow me on the Twitter. I did tweety birdie ding it down there. I still have Truth listed. I never use Truth, but you can follow me on there, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm on a lot of crap. You could all follow me everywhere. And I'm getting an actual call. Wait a minute. Hang on. It's a client call. Hang on. Hello. Yeah, Lou. Hey. How you doing? Can you buzz you back in like 5 minutes? All right. Thank you. See? I never stopped working, even during the show. It's a side call. So, thank you all for tuning in. I really, really would like to do this more often. I never have, not that I don't have the desire. I'm just too lazy. Honestly, I don't have the energy to do it, but I will try. I always say I will try. Hey, I've done 31 of these. And I've done, what number am I up to on the karaoke show now? It's number 152, I think. Maybe I've done 150 of those. Wow. So, yeah, tune back in later. We'll probably just be on Twitter. Well, maybe I'll put it on Rumble too. We'll see. But for those folks over there who are kind enough to tune in. So, thank you all for watching. And I will see you all. Maybe we'll game. Maybe we'll get some Battlefield in with Anthony if he wants to game. If not, I'll be around. So, I'll see you all later. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see if I remember how to end this silly thing. Oh, yeah, that's how I do it. Okay. Ooh, there's how I change the thing. Let's try. Ooh, let's see. How about a flyover? Let's try a flyover. So, I love doing these transitional things. I'll see you all later. I gotta go let the dog out. Bye, guy. Ooh, watch this. Oh.